Let's play!
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play. Don't take it personally, babe. It just ain't your story. So let's hop right back into the story. We're on chapter 5. Oh god, volume! Remind me. Well, I guess you can't because you're in the comments. That comes ahead of time. But to not leave the volume on. Okay. So, we were just reading our homework and most of them are horrible. Except for Charlotte's, which is, you know, just our own. I end up bumping everyone's marks up so that the class average is a low 80. If everyone's having trouble, then it means that it's my fault. No need for them to suffer for that. We got a message. Did he say that? See? Dude, she's a frickin' maniac. And not one on the dance floor. There's a lot you don't know about me, Kendall. Oh. He's a hard boy to coax things out of. That's a word I learned today on Jersey Shore. Haha. Don't worry about it too much if he didn't want to tell you that. You have to understand he just tries very hard not to be vulnerable, except to the people he's very closest to. The next morning! Okay, I will be handing back your tests at the end of the period. The class average was 83, so... good work, everyone. For the last unit before the independent study and exam review, I'm gonna give you something much easier than the last few have been. I know you're all exhausted. So now we're gonna be taking a look at short stories. Specifically, Edgar Allan Poe. It shouldn't take more than half an hour to read the first. Once you're all done, there's a couple questions that I'll put up on the board to answer, but they're all very straightforward. This isn't going to be strenuous. I let them go to reading. In the meantime, let's check our messages. Everything sucks. Sleepy Kendall is sleepy. I'm really worried about the whole Taylor X Nolan thing. What do you think? I'd ask Kendall, but she exaggerates everything. But, should I be worried? I don't know. I wish I could help you, but this is a little out of my reel of understanding. I can't say I have experience with either boys or straight girls. What do you think is a really cause for concern? I don't know either, because, I mean, I haven't been there ever, so I'm just a teacher who's obviously straight. It didn't really have any intention of presenting this as being easy, but given the abysmal test scores, I think I need to restrain myself. They're clearly all struggling. As I copy out the easier questions I prepared last week, that's all I can think about. Maybe this just isn't my week at all. Maybe it's not their week. The class seems as stressed as I am. I never did expect this to be an easy job. Prep period! Oh, it's a prep period. You know what that means. First off, let's check our messages. Shitty. Everything is shitty. What's wrong, bro? I have to bring myself to do something hard. Shit sucks. Somehow, when my prep period arrives, I find myself forced into the classroom again. I have to go talk to the teacher who keeps using the off list for frivolous things, with absolutely nothing to do. At least this time I don't feel bad about spending the entire time checking up on my students' Amy Connect pages. It's not like I have anything better to do. Although I certainly wonder about their classes they're in right now. I'm pretty sure they should have better things to do. Now, as a guy who used a laptop from grade 8 to grade 11, that was me. I was frickin' playing Moemon in class. I was the guy who'd be there playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'd be there playing frickin' everything, Japanese games that people are confused about. I even played Katawa Shoujo in class. Now, for those of you who know what that game is, oh boy, of course the sex scenes were disabled. What am I saying? They're always disabled. That joke has been made so many times, but I don't care. At least I'm not the only one whose class they chat through. Somehow it makes me feel at least a little bit better knowing that. Oh, between Akira and Nolan. This is something I really wanted to say to you in person, but, well, couldn't. Sorry. You deserve better. I've been holding on to you selfishly. I like you so much, but I didn't realize that the part of love means letting that person do what makes them feel truly happy. But you're straight. This can't work. I've been a shitty person for thinking it could, and getting in the way of you and Taylor just for my own selfish whims. I'm sorry. Really sorry. You should go back with her like you obviously want to. I fucked up, bro. Sorry. _. At least forgive me. I just want you to be with the one who makes you happy. So, I think we can, from this, determine that Akira, he's freaking pure and sincere. Like, he is not at all a tailor. So, only a little bit though. There's not really much to feel great about. What the hell's going on here? The next morning! My walk to school is quiet as always. I'm really grateful that I'm not in the middle of a terribly busy neighborhood. I can just take quiet side streets all the way there. I arrive as early as I normally should. No surprise, the classroom is empty. I get to clearing up my desk and getting my notes ready for class. WTF? What was his voice? WTF? Did Taylor put you up to this? What's going on? Of course I'll like you. Where is this coming from? Never mind, I can see you're ignoring Amy. I'm coming over. What's wrong with Akira? He seems obviously awful. Oh, that's not her voice. I need to do... No, Mr. Jesus is not here. What's wrong with Akira? He seems absolutely awful, but I don't know what's up. He didn't say. Is he okay? No idea. He won't tell me either. I hope so, sis. I hope so. It's just not like him. WTF, stay away from my boyfriend, you crazy bitch! Okay, this line when I first heard it, me and my friends all laughed at it, but, I mean, I guess it makes sense, because it's really hard to convey true emotion through text sometimes, and extreme anger can come out as really funny. That's one of the reasons internet arguments don't work, because you can't see the anger in the other person, you don't know how they're feeling. So, yeah. I've been there for only a few minutes when there's a knock on the door. Sorry about that, guys. I ran out of room on my hard drive, and so I went and looked at what the problem was, and, apparently, if you don't delete the videos from Camtasia, the program I'm using to record this, they stack up rather quickly. I had 35 gigabytes of around 7 videos. So, from now on, I'm going to delete the raw footage. That sounds like a good idea. I've been there for only a few minutes, and when there's a knock on the door. Strange, it's open, and that never happens. I turn to look as an unfamiliar woman walks in. Excuse me, are you Mr. Rook? The office told me I could find him here. That's me, John, but you have me at a disadvantage. What? Her temper seems short. Never mind. How can I help you? I'm Ichigo Yamazaki. I understand that you're my son's homeroom teacher? Oh, so you're Akira's mother. Yes, that's right. Maybe you can give some explanation to me. Does this school not have a strict policy about bullying? Yes, it does. Then maybe you can explain why my son immediately locked himself into his room when he got home last night. And maybe you can explain why I had to deal with his poor boyfriend knocking at our door in tears. Do you just not care about bullying when it's gay students? Is that it, Mr. Rook? Because I am certainly not paying tuition for teachers to be No, whoa. I mean, that's not his voice. Whoa, no. Please, calm down. She was about to accuse me of being homophobic, and I know that Akira broke up with Nolan, but what does that have to do with me? I have no idea. For what it's worth, I thought Akira and Nolan's relationship was extremely healthy, and I encouraged it. But I'm not responsible for them breaking up. It's hard for both, but that's part of just being a teenager. It's out of my control. Do you know why they broke up, Mr. Rook? No, this is actually the first time I've heard of it. I can think of at least one reason why, but I can't admit to it. She never said anything to him, and she never said anything to him in front of me. He never told me about her messages. As far as I should know, it didn't happen. Then maybe you should be paying better attention. Akira showed me a series of harassing messages that this girl Taylor had sent. It's completely unacceptable. And yesterday she cornered him at lunch to tell Nolan that I, quote, a fag like him would never make Nolan happy, unquote. And that he was being selfish for dating a straight boy. Can you imagine how hurtful that must have been? This is completely unacceptable. What are you gonna do about this? She said, what? Okay, that is most definitely grounds for dealing with her. I'm as shocked as she seems to be. That's absolutely appalling. I never thought Taylor would stoop so low. That's far, far worse than I imagined. At least she was subtle in her messages, but... That's appalling. I can't believe she'd... Miss Yamazaki, I'm sorry, I'm horrible at speaking other languages. I mean, not to say that you're not English, just... I'm sorry. You have my utmost assurances. She's not going to go without being reprimanded. Go without reprimand. It's not acceptable. I promise you, ma'am, I will straighten her out. We do have a strict anti-bullying policy, and I'm personally shocked and offended by her actions. And that's the truth. I should hope so. I just want to make it perfectly clear. I don't want to be antagonistic. Akira likes you and says you're a good teacher. But if I ever hear about her doing this to either my boy or Nolan again, then she'll be expelled. I'll see to it personally. It's not okay. That's the bottom line, Miss Yamazaki. Okay, that's good. Glad to hear it. I have to get to work now, but I'll be keeping up. You seem decent enough. I'm sorry we had to meet under these circumstances. Me too. She turns to Levi. Oh, what should we do? I stopped with one more question. Wait, Miss Yamazaki? She turns back to face me. Yes, Mr. Rook? How are they doing? Is Akira doing better? I'm glad you asked. They're back together, if that's what you mean. Akira was feeling vulnerable, but Nolan, the sweetheart, stayed over all night to make sure he was okay. I think he's doing a lot better now. Nolan was furious, though. He was holding in a lot when he had heard what Taylor had said for Akira's sake. He was trying to be brave, but I worry about him. That's rough. He always seems sensitive about the subject, too. Oh, so you understand. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you understand. I read that as, oh, you so understand, which isn't what it said, because, you know, I'm freaking... Oh, boy, look at the time. It's 7 o'clock in the... Actually, no, what time is it? It's 8:04. Okay, so I have like 10 minutes before I have to get to school. Well, no, wait, that's not her voice. Well, I think he'll be fine. They're a good influence on each other. Just please deal with Taylor before Nolan makes a rash decision. I'm about to object to that. I'm about to object to say that sounds awful threatening, but to be honest, if I had someone do that to someone I'd love, I would probably do something stupid too. I'm not gonna hold against either, so long as he doesn't act on it. I will. Thanks. Goodbye now. Bye. Tough words from me, talking about having her expelled. I have no idea what the process is like, but tuition here isn't exactly cheap. It'd probably be very difficult. WTF, what did she do to you? Oh, if only you knew, Kendall. Not that Taylor knows that. It's a good threat anyway. I really hope it won't come to testing it. I go back to sit on my desk trying to deal with trying to get my thoughts back in order. I'm gonna have to deal with Taylor later, of course, but I still do have a class to teach today. Words, nothing. It wasn't nothing. She tried to get back at me for harassing Akira. WTF, it was fucking horrible. I start to focus on that, reviewing my notes just to be sure as the class slowly comes in. Hi, Mr. Rook! Oh my god, it was Taylor. Look at her wall. Oh. Let's go to her wall. Where's Taylor? Oh, no, that's not Taylor's wall. Yes, that was Taylor's wall. I screwed up. Why is... Oh, the mouse is going away. See, she's... Yep. See, it was stuff. We knew it. Hi. She goes to sit down without saying another word. I guess she probably can tell that I'm stressed. Eventually, the rest of the class starts to file in, although I'm really interested in a certain pair of characters who come in at the same time. Wait, Nolan? Akira? Hi, sir. Sup. Oh, I'm sorry about the uniform, but it's... Relax. Nobody cares about the dress code. That's not what I was gonna say. Oh. I heard about what happened. I'm going to have some strong words with her. So, Nolan, I know you're probably angry, but let me handle it, okay? Fine. You're gonna deal with that, bitch? I can tell he's holding in a lot stronger words than that. He's probably a little embarrassed. He wants to be the strong man protecting his boyfriend, I imagine. But it is better if I deal with it. Easy, I'll talk to her, but you have to be calm. And Akira, next time there's something wrong, tell me right away, okay? Okay, sir. TY, you're a bro. You're so freaking adorable.
Oh my god. Did you know what she actually did? I know Taylor can be...
That's not her voice. Oh god, it's too early in the morning. Okay.
Oh my god. Did you know what she actually did? I know Taylor can be bad, but I thought she was abusing Akira just to get back with his boyfriend.
There we go. You're welcome. I just wish you told me. I would have dealt with it sooner. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. TY, sir. I sit back down at the desk, watching Nolan comfort Akira before they take their seats. I've never seen either of them like that before. I can tell. Beneath the calmness, Nolan's definitely angry. I can imagine how he must be feeling. This must be the most goddamn emasculating experience possible. And I definitely feel bad for him. Hard to feel like a man when you have to deal with your boyfriend's mother to get your teacher to deal with your problems. There's no shame there, but I bet he thinks there is. It's going to be painful. Finally, the entire class arrives, and I get to start. Lol, guess not. She's such a fucking waste of air. How could someone be so bitchy? And on that note, guys, we're ending off this part. So the next part, we'll see what happens with Taylor. Will we get to her? Will we attack her? Will we brutally maul her like we should? Probably not, but you know what? There's always fan fiction for that. So I'll see you guys next time, and Let's Play Don't Take It Personally, Baby, just stay in your story. See ya.